Last week, I went to a museum and I turned the corner, and boom, hanging in front of me was a Basquiat. I didn't even have to check the plaque. The chaotic brushwork, the raw symbols, the energy, I just knew it was him. A few steps later, I saw Jackson Pollock, and again, instantly recognizable. The wild storm of motion only he could orchestrate. And piece after piece after piece, each artist's work felt familiar. And that familiarity is the core of one of the most misunderstood questions in art. How do I find my style? It sounds like a good question, but after studying hundreds of painters, musicians, filmmakers, and writers, I realized that question will keep you searching forever. Because the truth is, you don't find your style. You stop hiding from it. The artists we admire didn't discover their style by looking outward. They stopped running from what was already inside of them. I'm Dwayne Walker, and I've been studying creativity for over 10 years. And I've helped tens of thousands of artists across multiple domains break through their creative blocks. So if you're an artist who feels lost in the search for originality, here's the good news. There is a pattern, a process, 4 powerful insights that will help you unlock your art style that's already yours. And in this video, I'm going to reveal every single one of them. Let's dive in. So most artists think style is about technique, brushstrokes and color palettes and tools, but that's surface level thinking. The real secret is this. Style is actually about obsession. It's about what you can't stop thinking about, what haunts you, what you're compelled to explore over and over again. Rothko wasn't obsessed with rectangles. He was obsessed with transcendence, with creating a spiritual experience through color and form. Frida wasn't obsessed with self-portraits. She was obsessed with pain and transformation, with turning suffering into something beautiful. Their techniques were just vehicles for their obsessions. So here's the first thing you need to understand about finding your style. Stop looking at what you make. Start looking at what you can't stop making. What themes keep showing up in your work even when you don't plan them? What emotions are you always trying to capture or communicate? What questions won't leave you alone? That's where your style lives. Not in your hands, but in your heart. Your style lives in your obsessions. Now, here's where most artists make their biggest mistake. And this one completely changed how I think about developing a personal style. So, artists think having a style means being consistent, that every piece should look identical, like they came from the same factory. But that's not how the greatest artists actually work. Look at Beyonce. Her music changed dramatically from album to album, but there was always something unmistakably Beyonce about it. A willingness to experiment, a theatrical sensibility, an exploration of identity and transformation. That's coherence, not consistency. She wasn't doing the same thing over and over. She was approaching different things with the same spirit. Your style isn't a uniform you put on. It's a lens through which you see the world. And that lens can capture many different subjects and even cross over domains while still feeling distinctly yours. So stop trying to paint the same painting over and over, trying to rap the same tempo over and over, trying to write the same pace over and over, and instead start asking, what's the truth I want to express no matter what form it takes? What's the energy I want to bring into every project, even when the tools and genres or subjects change? Because style isn't about consistency, it's about coherence, the relationship between the whole. Real quick, before I go on to the next insight, if all of this is resonating with you, I've collected all my notes on creativity over the past few years and I put them all in one place. So if you want access to them, just click the link in the description of this video and tell me where I should email them. Here's something that's a lie that's taught heavily in art school. We're told to study the masters, learn from the greats to become like them. And yes, you should study them, but not to find your style. Study them to recognize your style. If 100 artists look at one piece of art, it's going to evoke something different in each of them. And so when you look at art that moves you, what you're really seeing is a reflection of something that already exists inside of you. The artists you're drawn to aren't showing you who to become, they're showing you who you already are. Monet didn't inspire you because you should paint like Monet. He inspired you because there's something in his work that resonates with something already in you. Maybe it's his emotional intensity or his bold use of color or his ability to find beauty in simple things. Whatever it is, it's not his, it's yours. He just showed you what was possible to express. Here's what I want you to do. Make a list of your 5 favorite artists that you absolutely love. Artists whose work makes you feel something. Then instead of asking, how did they do that? Ask, why does it move me? What is it about their work that speaks to me? You know, the qualities, the emotions, the approaches. Because those qualities that you identify are clues into your own artistic DNA. Now that was important, but the next insight amplifies everything that we've covered. We think embracing our art style will feel like home, like comfort, belonging, and peace. But here's the truth. The first time you touch it, your real art style will make you uncomfortable at first. I'm not talking about the style you think you should have. I'm talking about your authentic style. It might not look like what you expected. It might be weirder than what you wanted, more personal than feels safe, different from what's popular or what's getting likes. But that discomfort is actually a sign that you're going in the right direction. Authenticity always feels vulnerable. If your style doesn't make you even a little bit nervous, it's probably not really yours yet. When I first started making these videos, I felt completely exposed. This way of talking, this rhythm, this approach, it just felt too personal, too intense, and too different from other creators. But this is how I talk about creativity because I'm so passionate about it. This is how I teach because when I'm alone down here in the studio and talking to you, I just can't help but be myself. That discomfort that I was feeling was just a signal that I was on to something real. And your style will feel that much like you. It's what makes it powerful. So when you feel that discomfort, when that voice says that this is too weird, too personal, too different, that's when you lean in harder. That's not your critic talking. That's your style trying to emerge. So I challenge you, for the next 30 days, create something every single day. A painting, a sketch, a poem, song, whatever your medium is. And after 30 days, look at everything that you made and don't judge it, just observe it. What patterns do you see? What choices do you make consistently? What feels unmistakably like you? Those are clues into your authentic style. Not a perfect style, not a polished style, but a style that's genuinely, undeniably yours. Remember, your style isn't something you find, it's something you unleash. It's something you stop apologizing for and start celebrating. It's something you trust enough to let the world see. Stop looking for your style and start being your style. Because the world doesn't need another echo of someone else's vision. The world is waiting for yours.